Fitzy, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm a little disappointed this morning
Why?
um, because I sent you a text on Saturday, and
Yeah,
it was that Georgia-Alabama game.
yeah,
And I said, hey, who you got? And you said Georgia. I said,
right.
man, betting against Georgia, I don't know, man. Or I should say betting against Nick Saban is like betting against Bill Belichick. It's not a good idea. I'm going to take Alabama, and I think they're going to light up Georgia's vaunted defense. And you said not a chance.
Right.
Well, that's exactly what happened. Alabama just killed them, and I don't get a message. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but words matter, and little things make a big difference.
You were
And
right.
yeah, and I didn't get a text saying, "Wow, Ben, great job on that," and you nailed it. You called it.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't respond back.
Well, you could
I
right
was,
now if you want. You could
I,
say something
I,
nice.
I did. I said you're right.
Oh,
You called it.
okay.
Yeah.
For today, we don't have a whole lot, or at least I didn't have a whole lot. The only topics I actually had written down was shop with a cop. I think that was that was yesterday, last night. Shop with a cop.
Shop with a cop was it was awesome. I'm
Oh, good.
still on a high.
Oh, that's
Still on
awesome. So I want to
a,
talk
I
about
know.
that, and then
Yeah.
because I don't have, you didn't send any press releases, and we haven't done an updated story or story on anyone in Barron. The other one was I saw you put a Facebook post on your sheriff's office page, and
Yeah.
I just thought, I don't know if you want to talk about that. I don't know if that's something you don't want to, or
Nope. I want to. Let's talk about it. We can talk about everything. I'm an open book. You know
I know that. Uh,
that.
all right, you ready, man?
I'm ready.
All right, cool. Good morning, everybody. It's Positive Tuesday today, December 7th, 2021. For Barron County Sheriff Chris Fitzgerald, I'm Ben Dryden, and you're watching Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy, presented by ICAA. ICAA is your local social service organization that works together with individuals, families, and the community to create and support local solutions for local needs. For a full list of services, find them on Facebook or check out their website at indianheadcaa.org. In case you've missed any of our previous shows, for the benefit, I think this is like our 73rd or 74th show now. You can always find a recording of those. I know, it's awesome. On our website at drydenware.com, on our Facebook page under the videos tab. But it's probably just easier just going to our YouTube channel. That's where we store all of our previous chats. It's just youtube.com/drydenwire. Today we are doing our third giveaway for a family pack of 4 tickets to the Miracle at Big Rock. I think we'll be doing one more of these. So, I think it's one more. So a third out of our 4th giveaway. For a chance to win, simply comment during today's show with something positive. A random winner will be selected and announced at the end of the show. That's all I got, Fitzy. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Fantastic. I just got a nice compliment from Fitzy. So,
That's
Ben,
right.
you were right.
Then you were right. You don't get that a lot probably at home.
I
So
really don't.
I want
Never.
to. I want to pump you up.
Yeah. Thanks. Oh, by the way, good
Yeah.
morning to everyone. I'm just going to quick throw these up right now. Fitzy, I know we want to get to a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Was the Shop with a Cop was last
Right.
night, and then I saw a post that you had published on your Facebook page. I wanted to get to that in a little bit. But first and always, how have you been? I don't want to get in the Shop with a Cop right now.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
you're still very happy about
Still a
that.
little
But
high from it.
right. But over the last week, since it's been a week, what's positive in your life? How have you been? What's going on?
Yeah. A little. Not much this weekend. Went to a football banquet. My kid got honorable mention all conference, so that was
What?
pretty neat. Yeah, he's a
What?
kicker for special teams besides, and we finished out football and started hockey. Had a couple hockey games and played a great game against Chippewa Falls this week. And well, we lost 5-4. It was a great hockey game, and pretty excited about Warrior hockey and just living life, man, and having fun.
I just remembered right now, someone's name reminded me. It was Sherry, but it wasn't actually Sherry. Remember last week we talked about bonds, and I said I'd contact Shannon Anderson. She's the Washington County Clerk of Court.
Yep.
She did send me some information. I guess she must have watched it because she even commented. Thanks for the shout out. So she sent me some information. I didn't really understand it, so I had a conversation with her yesterday. I still don't understand it. So I asked if she wanted to come on. We're looking maybe in January to come on for one of our shows and kind of just walk us through how this stuff works. I forgot to actually ask you about that. So now you pretty much have to since I'm doing it during a live show.
Right.
But what do you think? Should we have her on? I think that'd be kind of cool.
I think anybody that wants to come on our show and talk about something, I think it's a great thing. That's a very good topic. It's very in the media right now. We try to talk about other current events that are happening, just not around here locally. But that, this obviously covers the Waukesha, Christmas parade tragedy, and so I think that's a great thing. So
Awesome. Well, I didn't have. Oh, let's get to the giveaway thing just real quick. I want to make sure.
What did you do this weekend?
It's freaking cold, and I was so upset. So I took my snowblower. I'll do a real quick story here. Snowblower, take it in. A couple months ago, Lakes and Trails here in Spooner, $150 to get it like a tune-up or something. I don't know. I hadn't done one in a while. Figured I just should. I get it back. Snow comes. It doesn't start, and I was ticked. I mean, I don't get mad, just a little, ticked. But it's okay. Good exercise. So Kenneth and I, we went out and we just shoveled. It was no big deal. It was pretty light snow.
Right.
And then I woke up at like 2 a.m. on Sunday morning and went, oh my goodness, I know what it was. They put in I remember seeing something new on my snowblower I hadn't seen before, and it was just this little on-off tab for the gas line. Because there was a gas leak, and they said, well, here's an easy fix. We just turn that thing off. When you park it, then it won't leak, instead of spending a couple $100 to get it fixed. I'm like, ugh, so I'm so glad I didn't actually, call and just be like, what? I want a refund. But no, it was a great weekend. Oh, yeah. And actually, I have a couple positive things I wanted to share. So the Shell Lake Chamber, we did a post for them. It was for holiday shopping in Shell Lake on Saturday. And a person named Jill Dunleavy, don't know who this person, well, I didn't know her before this, sent me.
I know who she is.
You do actually?
Yeah, she went to Rice Lake High School.
Oh, nice. See?
I know Jill.
Didn't know who she was. Well, good. Then you'll love this story. So she sends me an email saying, can she get our address? I'm like, well, as long as you use it for good and only good. And she goes, no problem. A couple days later, I get a handwritten thank you card for doing that. Yeah. The only time I've gotten one of those before was from Barron County, that's you, Burnett County Sheriff Tracy Finch, because I remember thinking, who does that? Who takes that time? And I remember going, man, I want to bring that up because that, again, little things make a big difference. It totally made my day. Right? Someone taking the time to write out a card, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it. I'm just saying that personal touch was awesome. I don't even know what she does for the chamber, but that was incredible. It absolutely was.
Right. And it's the little things that make a big difference. What did that cost her? Nothing.
Yeah.
And what
a
did
stamp in time and thought. Right. But really, that stuff, nothing.
Right.
Also, last week's winner for our giveaway was Rhonda M. And she used them. They were for her grandkids. And she sent like 15 photos. And I forgot to ask if it was okay if I used some of those. So I decided not to put those up on the screen here. Right. But she sent a whole bunch of photos and with a message to us saying the grandkids had an absolute blast. Thanks again so very much. And I never really, doing a giveaway is always fun. It's kind of cool, but that was kind of neat to see the actual, the impact that it may have. Because maybe they didn't go, or they weren't going to go, because, it costs money. But they get these free tickets, they decide to go, and that could have been stuff that these grandkids remember for the rest of their lives. Right. Now, I may be overstating it. I don't know. But that's awesome.
We never overstate anything.
Yeah, so speaking of, today is our third giveaway for this out of 4, Miracle at Big Rock. For people that comment, ideally something positive, you will be automatically entered into, or for a chance to win 4 tickets, a $68 value for the Miracle at Big Rock. It's good for 4 adult tickets. If you use the adult ticket for a kid, it's no big deal. And if you need extra tickets, like 5 people going, You just simply put in a code that the winner, I will send a code to you via Facebook Messenger, and then $68 just comes off of the total. Yeah.
Have you been there yet?
No, I haven't.
It's on our list to go too, but I
Well,
don't
let
have
me
a
know
night
when you're
this week.
going, and then we'll go together. We'll do a quick little video when we're out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a deal.
Yeah.
I'm going. There's no question I'm going. I just got to find the night to go. I don't have a night this week. I'm just booked up, but hopefully maybe over the weekend or for sure next weekend I want to get out and go to it. We can call Kirk and he can meet us out there. We'll have the mayor walking us around. We'll be like big shots.
Oh man, that'd be great. Yeah, Kirk.
take
I don't know. I
Dave-
saw him on earlier. Hopefully he's still watching.
He's on.
Oh, good. Yeah, Kirk, you totally got to hook us up, dude. Like, I don't know. He's been out there quite a bit. I've seen that on his post. So
Right.
that'd be a lot of fun.
It would be awesome. We can take Dave Wilson with us.
Oh, jeepers. Hold on. Where's Dave? I moved all my stuff around. Dave, there you go. You got your plug. So Shop with a Cop was I'm sorry. So usually we do any press releases that you have sent or any articles that I've written. I have several coming out this week. I don't know if they're from Barron, but I haven't done any updates since last week, and you haven't sent anything out.
Right.
So Shop with a Cop, though, so we're skipping that part since there's nothing there. Shop with a Cop last night, you still seem to be on this, as you said, just a super awesome, positive vibe high. How did it go last night?
It was awesome. We took 82 kids. We had 61 cops, and we took them shopping at Farm and Fleet and Walmart. We split the crowd this year. It was just both departments, Farm and Fleet and Walmart, gave the kids treats while they were waiting and gave them water and whatever they wanted. I mean, they had stuff for the kids. And these kids are picked by the school district. A lot of people want to know how these kids are picked. And we used to work directly with the Boys and Girls Club. We wanted to expand it to every school district, and all the school picks these kids. These are kids that just need a little extra pick-me-up, whether it's something happened in their family or they're just down on their luck or whatever it is. I mean, and we don't question it. When the school knows these kids, our school districts do a fabulous job of doing this and picking the kids. And so the kids get picked by the school district. They give us the list. We either pick them up in our squad cars or they meet us there with their families. We shop with them. They get hooked up with a cop and they go shopping. We spend about $150 or so on these kids. They have to buy for members of their family, though. It's not all for them. They get to give back at the same time. So they got to buy from grandpa and grandma. One little girl came up to me and she says, "Can I buy for my best friend?" And she was probably 7 years old. And I'm like, "Yeah, you can." She goes, "I wasn't sure wasn't on the list, so I wasn't sure." But she was brave enough to come up and ask me if she could buy for her friend. And I said, "Yes, you can." She goes, "Oh, my friend's going to be so excited tomorrow. I'm going to buy her this, whatever it was." It was just awesome. I mean, it was just, that's the kind of stuff. And when they're like, "Oh, my dad loves fishing," and this kid got to buy his dad a fishing pole. And it was like, oh man, it was fabulous. I mean, and then we take them to the Econo Lodge in Rice Lake. It's got a big room. An Adventures restaurant feeds these kids a free meal.
Right.
And we have tacos. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, nothing says Christmas like
everybody
tacos.
Can have more. Yeah, everybody loves tacos.
Yeah, right. Actually, that's
true. And it's
true.
free. We go to pay the bill, and they're like, "Nope, it's free." Every year they donate it. I mean, I just can't thank the people that put on this enough. This year, Cumberland Federal Bank gave us $5,000 towards us.
What?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was awesome, and a lot of people. We had adopted a kid this year. I talked to Brenda from Johnson Egg and Cooper Schmidt last night. They handle all of our donations.
You adopted a kid? The
sheriff's
sheriff's office?
A kid. No. You can adopt a kid for $150. You can adopt a kid, and we'll spend that money on a kid. And so we get to add a few more kids. Yeah. So
did you announce that in the past? I didn't see that because that
was new.
Like, no kidding, I literally would have done that because that is the coolest thing.
Yeah. We're going to expand that this year. We tried it. It was just the last couple weeks of it, just to raise a little extra money to see how it went. It was fabulous. It was the best. I mean, our cops have bigger smiles than the kids. Yeah, Lori Brown, she worked for us for years. She did a great job in Cumberland building that program for us.
So compared to previous years, because I believe you were actually the one who, I mean, Shop with the Cop is not new, but no. I think you were the one actually that brought that to
Hmm.
Barron County, if I recall, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was just when I became sheriff, we brought it. We originally did it. I think Lori might have been the first one when we did it. We had, I think there was 6 cops and 6 kids when we first did it, and that was 13 years ago. And then we've tried to add a couple kids, and then we're like, well, you got way more kids, so we added police departments. And now Cumberland has a big thing. Chief Wolf's got it going on over in Cumberland. She brought their community raises a ton of money, and they bring a lot of kids, and they bring some helpers along. I mean, the Cumberland Fire Chief was there last night. I mean, it was awesome, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, we can't get much bigger, but 80-ish kids is probably our max for kids. And it was just a fabulous night. I mean, if you look at all of the money from our Donut Dash race goes towards this. So when you talk about the Donut Dash in July, 100% of all those proceeds go to this event. Um, Genio then Trooper Cummett, one of the Wisconsin State Troopers for our area. She decided to come up with this meal bag because she works with Russ County also. So every kid that left last night takes home a Christmas dinner. It's a frozen turkey from Genio, a box of stuffing from Marketplace, a whole bag of potatoes from Noodle Farms, some beans from Seneca, bananas and fruit
Beans.
from
Sorry, that
yeah,
one just threw me. Beans.
yeah,
I mean, first of all, it's
beans.
awesome, but still,
Yeah,
beans. Here,
but
kids,
they
have
take
some
it,
beans.
Pepsi, Walmart, Farm and Fleet, the Law Enforcement Foundation. It was just it's
What?
just, I mean, every kid took home a Christmas dinner then to have with their family. So it's just an unbelievable night. Our cops are still talking about it today. There's lots of pictures on our Facebook
Yeah, I
page.
see that. There, I
Um,
haven't actually gone. Did you? I'm assuming you put that up last night or this morning. I haven't been
yeah,
on.
no, last night it was just I
If
was too excited not to post the pictures.
oh, duh.
Yeah,
Did you put in your? Or I suppose you can just look it up right now. But in there, so you're talking about Cumberland something. I wrote down $5,000. What was it? Cumberland
uh,
what?
Cumberland Federal Bank.
Federal Bank, and
Yeah.
then is it Adventures or Ventures?
Adventures
Adventures. They
right
did
by the
all of
old
that.
Shopko.
Jenny,
Yep.
did you put? Uh,
I will today. Last night
because
was about the
no
spot.
kidding, that I
Yeah,
want to give
today
those
was
people shout outs because that's
right.
legit.
Yeah, it's a legit. I mean, it's a. I know there's lots of programs. Don't get me wrong, Spirit of Christmas, and there's lots of programs out there. And I just we're just blessed that people support these programs. And this is just one that's near and dear to law enforcement. But there's a ton of Christmas programs. This is the time of the year that's the best. I had to skip my bell ringing for the Salvation Army last week because we were on a call. I always do it on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I was busy, so I owe the bell ringers some time. But these people that ring the bells, it's tough because people don't carry as much change and money in their pocket because they're using cards. So the bell ringing is important. So run to the store, grab some coins, have them in your wallet. So when you go to the marketplace or wherever you go for the Salvation Army bell ringers, I mean, this is the time of the year that's so fun and so special for people. I just love it. I
Mm.
just love it. It's just great.
Well, apparently Sean says that Fitzy, you look pretty shorty. I don't even know what that means. Is that what the young kids say? Pretty shorty. Don't even know what that means. I'm gonna look up the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. So
Yeah, so I was thinking about, I think for Thanksgiving recently, maybe we should give away a turkey or two. Yeah, we're never doing that again because what you guys do is awesome. And there are a lot of other counties that do this.
right,
I know
lots of
Burnett does
everybody.
this, and it goes exceptionally well. So it isn't necessarily that if you live in, I don't know, Russ County that you give that to, or Burnett County
Right.
will say, because I know they do it, to give
Russ
money.
County does it too.
Okay, Russ. I'm assuming all the counties do. I don't know, but
Right.
I assume so. But and if not, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Right.
But support ideally, your county. It doesn't necessarily have to be Barron County, but go
No,
on
and
to your local sheriff's office's Facebook page would be a good way, or just give them a call. You remember their number 911. Just ask.
that's right. That's right.
Just kid. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right.
But that is so. Before we move on to your other Facebook post, because this is just all, I just kind of want to talk about this all day, but we probably shouldn't.
Right. Well, we might.
Okay. Yeah, we really have not much else to talk about. So,
Right.
compared to previous years, you say it's growing, it's getting better, but what do you, with the exception of just more kids and maybe more donations, is there anything else that you're seeing that growth in what this is and what it's doing?
Yeah, I think last night or yesterday, before it happened, yesterday morning, I put a post on that said, if you want to see something neat, drive to Walmart tonight or Farm and Fleet between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. And I don't know, but it seems to me that people just come out and they said, well, let's go shop, and they got to see this, and the people that are shopping there just think it's so cool, even if you accidentally walked
Oh,
into it. First of all,
sure.
you got
Right.
15 squad cars sitting out front of Walmart
Right.
or Farm and Fleet,
Yeah.
and then you have all these cops, and you got these big cops and this little girl, and they're putting dolls and they're putting dresses in this cart, and you got this big cop dressed in his full uniform, and he's in the doll section at Walmart, and it's just awesome. I mean, it's
Doll
just.
section.
And then one of our cops arm wrestled the kid last night, and it was just
Oh,
that kind of interaction that we don't get to get. I mean, we don't get to spend enough time on our calls,
yeah.
and that's frustrating. And that'll kind of lead us into the next post, because law enforcement is a frustrating job, and I get
Yeah.
why it's frustrating for other people.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to shop with the cop, but let's talk about that. I put a Facebook post out defending our cops. There was a Facebook post that got out there that said basically what I felt that we didn't do our job good enough, and I just basically said we did our job good enough, and it's frustrating. I understand the people's frustration. With it was a trespassing complaint, a citation wasn't issued. They were frustrated. I understand that. I get it. We did reports. We sent it to the DA, and I don't want to look like I'm targeting the DA, because I'm not. But the DA didn't charge it. But we've
Right.
talked on this show many times about people not being charged or whatever it is with different things. It's very similar to a bar fight. We get called to a bar for a bar fight.
Hmm.
We have two guys that are maybe got black eyes or
Hmm.
bloody noses, whatever it is.
Hmm.
We don't know what happened. We don't know who started it. They both point at each other and say this. And so we send the case to the district attorney, and they say, you know what? We believe we take witness statements. We may get video from the bar. Trespassing complaints are very emotional. They're very
Wait, hold on.
personal.
Wait, why? So, if you don't mind, I want to walk through
Yeah,
this a little bit slowly,
sure.
because I have received several emails or messages asking me to look into this, and
Right.
it's been several months. And one, that's just
Mhm.
not really what we do, unless there is. I mean, unless there is a criminal complaint, and 99% of the time it's got to be pretty much a felony in order for us to request a complaint
Right.
and do something. Otherwise, I mean, seriously. And even just a felony, it still doesn't make it,
Right.
because, first offense meth is a felony. Well, sheepers, we would do like 25 of those a day. So trespassing, stuff like that, that's just not really what we cover.
Right.
And I usually try to explain that. I don't get to all the emails, but I usually try to explain, yeah, that's not something that we look into. Maybe call, I don't know, in your case, you have like 5 papers down there. Call one of them.
Right.
Maybe they have the resources to do that
And
stuff.
some of our papers did some of it on it.
Oh, they did. I didn't know that.
Yep. Yep.
So I have received some of those. And if I recall, so when I saw that post of yours, I was reading through going, wait, isn't this something we talked about? It was actually several months ago, if I'm
Right.
remembering correctly. Didn't we already talk about this?
We did, and
Okay.
because it was
Just wanted to get caught up.
yeah. It's about 7 months old, and it came out for whatever reason, and it's fine. I mean, I don't care that it came out. I felt and I don't normally do what I did. I don't normally respond to Facebook, or I'd be doing it all day, every day.
Right.
So would you. I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked a lot about
Yeah.
that on here, and I just felt that we were being unduly targeted a little bit, and
Sure.
maybe I took it a little too personal, but whatever. It's no one did anything wrong.
Well,
I'm
hold
not
on.
blaming
So
it.
I've known you. I've gotten to know you, not just on the
Right.
show. I mean, we don't like hang out
Right.
after
No,
work or
we don't.
something. So, but I've gotten to know you enough, and honestly, I think most people who watch this show over the years have gotten to know you as well. You do when you said the personal. It does get to you when it is attacking your character or attacking your process, your ethics, your integrity. That is the only time I've ever seen you go, okay, you know what? I've talked to you on the phone privately just about something else, and you've been going through something, and it's always about stuff like this, When
Right.
people start taking shots at you, either personally or the sheriff's office or your officers, your deputies, that really gets under your skin.
For a character. I mean, I understand that they don't like maybe we pulled you over for speeding or we arrested you for drunk driving or we did something. That's a different. But when you attack our character and say we didn't do or did do something and we didn't do it that way or that we didn't do our job or that we were implied that we were trying to be unethical in some reason, that got to me because I hold our department to very high standards and our people know that. And that is something that I came in here 14 years ago and we set the bar very high and we are still at that bar as that high. And so yeah, I agree. It doesn't happen very often,
Mm-mm.
but and it probably too much. I mean, I wear my job in my sleeve every day. I shouldn't, but I do. Whether I'm off duty, if we're at Miracle on Big Rock and somebody wants to talk to me about something, I'm stopping to talk to them about something.
Mm.
Sometimes my wife hates that, but she shops at Walmart and I talk to people. It's just I'm
Right.
accessible. I'm
Yeah.
100% accessible. I'll talk to anything about anybody, not in detail. We're not going to get into the details of this case. I can just tell you, I believe the sheriff's department did all we could, um, and we don't issue tickets like we used to. 10 years ago, we used to issue a lot of tickets. You get a ticket here, you get a ticket there. Now it's more complicated because of video, audio, statements, witnesses. There's a lot more that goes into cases in today's law enforcement than it was 10 years ago. It's just changing of the game. So we do a lot more investigation, even into some of these. I don't want to say smaller crimes because everybody's everybody that's a victim is it's sometimes it's their first time being a victim, and
Sure.
it's even though we might think it's a small crime, it's really not to them, and that's sometimes very hard for a law enforcement officer to realize when they're in the role because this might be their fourth time they've been to an intoxicated person or a trespassing complaint or a vehicle driving erratically complaint. But the victim, it might be the first time they've ever
Mm.
called 911. So that is the part in law enforcement that's very tough to remember when because we deal with so much negativity. That's why Shop with the Cop Nights energizes our department, and we take to those positive things and do a lot of cool things with them. And so anyway, so we have to remember that, and you know, I
Real
don't know
quick,
where we
I
were
want to get
going.
back. Hold on, but Tia, that's my niece, Tia.
Yeah. Oh,
She's at Hunting
all right.
People. Real quick, that is a maybe we can get to that in a little bit. But the snow,
Oh,
any major things? Because I want to keep talking about this, but the
right.
the snow with one of the first snows. How did that go down there?
It went way better than I thought,
Oh,
but it was
hey.
Sunday morning. So
Oh,
Sunday mornings help us because there's not school traffic, not as many people driving to work. So when your first snowstorm's on a Sunday, it helps us.
sure.
Um, because if it was that on a Monday morning, we had a lot more cars in the ditch. We had a few cars yesterday just because of the blowing and wind, but everybody did a fairly good
All
job.
right.
Um, we did good. Our plows rode on Sunday, our plows rode on Monday, so we handled that pretty
Yeah.
good.
You had said earlier about trespassing is a. I think you used the word emotional. If I'm correct, maybe you used a different word. I think you said it's very emotional, right?
It's very personal.
Personal. That's what it was. Why?
Yeah,
I mean,
because it's your
what?
property, and
Sure.
you want to protect your property.
Oh,
And
sure.
again, sometimes we lose that touch because we don't think it's that big a deal or
Yeah, because
whatever it
honestly,
is.
I'm
And
thinking of it
so,
like big deal. Jeepers, creepers. What's your problem? It's
right,
just somebody
right,
trespassing, you called, whatever.
yeah,
But that makes sense. Personal
it's very
property, and
personal.
yeah, that makes sense.
And and sometimes we don't we take it at face value. We can't get into that personal feeling. That's not what law enforcement. I can't base my decision on how it made you feel. To some degree, you can, but we have facts in the case, and the district attorney didn't charge that, and they were upset, and they tried to take it to the next route, and they didn't get what they liked. And again, I understand that. I'm not faulting them for anything they did. because that's their right to do. I mean, they have some
Yeah.
rights and they wanted to do that. And I just took it maybe a little too personal, but again, I felt it was, and there's been some corrections made, and I'm 100% happy with what took place. I hope they are. I just, I think they support law enforcement. I
Mm.
don't think it was a dig like that. So I don't, and again, I just wanted to make sure people believe that ethically and we hold to a high standard. We do our job. We don't take favoritism.
Yeah.
We're not taking because this person might be this person or know that person. It's not. That's not what we do. That's not what our people
No.
on the street do. People may think that because I'm connected with different people. That's not how it works. That's
No,
not
you
who
and
I
I've
am.
talked about that before. That if I was in Barron County and you were driving home from work and you pull me over and I'm either speeding, let's say I was speeding, which I'd never really do. So, but uh, you pull me over and you see that I've been drinking
Hmm.
and you do your normal thing. I don't know what that is,
Right.
breathalyzer or field,
Field
however that
sobriety.
stuff works, right? And you find that I'm, yeah, dude, you're over the limit. You and I have gotten to know each other a long time. We literally do a show together. I
Right.
have no doubt at all you would give me a ticket. And now the thing is, some people may not think that. They would go, well,
Right.
okay, actually, probably not. No, I've gotten to know you enough. That's why I respect you so much. When I say I like you and I like your Tracy Finch, it's because they're so professional. Now, they're great and everything's wonderful, but you do something wrong, yeah, we're going to look into it and we're going to charge what we could, or arrest you, or and in this case, you did your due diligence. You went through all the hoops, the needed hoops. You,
Right.
I think, even went a little, maybe even a little further than for a trespassing thing than normally, or maybe it was handled the exact
Right.
same way you always do. But yeah, it's hard to really change other people's minds because it's kind of already made up. People
Right.
see what they want to see. I think more often than not. So
Right.
how does this stuff impact you? Because we've talked before about this many times in the show that the 99% of the things that are positive in your life or the compliments or the 99% of the things that you do very well, not just you, Chris Fitzgerald, but you, law enforcement, is the one thing that maybe, we kind of screwed up on that one. Or
Yeah.
looking back, we should have done it this way. Or that's the thing that you get kind of remembered for.
Mhm.
But this, obviously, you took personally as well. Uh, How does that impact you? Was that the kind of the need to? I have to post
Yeah.
something because I can't sleep at night. I have to say something.
To some degree, I think it was that I felt I needed, I'm the boss. I get the good with the bad. And this was one of the things that I said, you know what? I need to stand up for this department. I'm the leader in this department. I have to stand up and take the blow, whether it's something we did wrong or right. Now, I think we did everything right. Would I like to see some things done differently? Yes. Will we change that in the future, maybe, or be more careful about how we talk to somebody? I think so, yes. I think every situation comes out um, better. I think
Yeah,
we will be better because of this. Now, that doesn't do these people any good. I understand that.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I get it.
but we will, every time we will get better. Um, and and that's just what we do. And so, but will we handle it differently? I don't know that we'll handle it differently. We'll just try to handle it better.
Yep,
Because
totally
I
get
think the
it.
same results would have came out even if we have done a couple things differently. I think the same
Hmm.
result is there.
Yeah,
But again, that person didn't feel that way. They do some things in this community, and I thank them for what they've done in the community. Um, I don't want bad feelings towards the sheriff's department. That's my goal. I know I'm never going to reach that. I understand that, but
yeah,
I'm going to keep striving for that. And
yeah.
sometimes it's going to knock me down, but I'm going to get back up because I have a great support system,
Well,
both
yeah,
internally, personally, and my professional team here.
yeah.
People like you, people in this community that told me some things at Walmart last night that they're happy about. And then there's people that say, I don't like it. And I get it. But
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I got big shoulders. It's never gonna. You're gonna knock me down for a little bit. I'm gonna get back up. I guarantee it. Because I love my job and I'm not gonna quit doing what I'm doing.
Well, what's that? A song that Drew and I were just listening to. Like, knock me down 9 times, I'm going to get up 10. or something like that. It's still tough to do, though, right? Because we're all humans. And you had talked about, I'm not perfect. I've never been, it's never been a secret about my faith. I struggle with that, not struggle with faith, but just trying to be, understanding. And so I read the Bible a lot. I try to get better. And I think a lot of people kind of look at law enforcement in a weird way, kind of like how they look at Christians. And maybe this is a horrible analogy, so I probably shouldn't use it.
I got in trouble for that in this.
Yeah. But it's that same idea that I'm always trying to be perfect. And the hard thing for me is kind of letting go of some of the guilt or the shame of things that maybe I've done in my past. I'm like, oh, man, Satan just keeps killing me for it, right? Just keep bringing it to my brain. But I think a lot of times we either as Christians or people who look at people that are Christians and expect perfection. We're not perfect. That's why Jesus died for our sins. So now that was interesting. The reason I thought of that, because you said I strive for perfection. I try to be perfect, but I know I'm not. All I can do is do the best I can. And then if it's something you know what? If I need to correct something or if I have to say I'm sorry, okay, it is what it is. But now what did I learn from it? And now let's move on and be better. It's a pretty simple way of looking at things. But I still think a lot of times we don't do that, and I think we should.
Right. No, I agree. And when you bring emotion and into the game, it's just tough to sell it no matter what, because you think one answer is right and you think the other answer is I think it's right, and you're just never going to come when there's emotion. It's tough.
Yeah.
And I think we're beyond that now. I think there's some great strides. I feel bad that there's some outside people that have been brought into this. I don't think needed to be. I don't think it's politically motivated. A lot of people try to throw in politics into different things.
Everything's politically motivated.
Everything is politically motivated. And I think there's some people that have been wrongfully targeted just because they're a member of a family or associate of either party in this. And I just think we've got to stop that. And maybe I didn't stop that by putting that post, but again, I have to defend the 78 members of this department, and I always will defend those 78 members, and I just felt it was time to do that. Again, don't normally do that, but I stand by my character, and we're going to stand, and I'm going to defend my own character too in this.
Yep, so, Roger, 100% right. That's where grace comes in. Ironically, that is why, because Old Testament, time of law, New Testament, time of grace. That's actually why my oldest daughter's name is Grace, was because of that. But no, I think it was important to just say that's enough, because that's the other thing. It's been like 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
Why are we still talking about this? I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, it's like, seriously, whoa, power just go out?
No, it didn't.
It's like you're the sheriff's office. Yeah. Power's out. Sorry. All the jail doors just opened and everyone's running out. Oh, is this one of those you have to move around? Lights that you have to move around?
Well, I bought my winter jacket and it covered up the thing, so I had to move my jacket. So we're wearing our big jackets. It's cold out this morning.
Well, hey, by the way, why are we doing this at 8? I put it up yesterday. You messaged yesterday. You called and said, we got to do it at 8. I think you mentioned it last week's show, but why again are we starting at 8 o'clock this morning?
I didn't think I was going to be able to hear. I have to be on the road at 9 o'clock. I have to go give a talk to the Minnesota Sheriff's Association this afternoon. I'll be talking to all the sheriffs in Minnesota.
Why Minnesota? You're in Wisconsin.
They asked
and
me to come and speak. They're having their regional conference, and I'm going to talk about major cases, how we handled major cases in a smaller department. And so I'll be talking to about, I think they said about 60 sheriffs in Minnesota and about 50 chief deputies or under sheriffs they call in Minnesota. Yeah. So we're going to go talk about, obviously, a lot on the cost case, but how a small department has we're going to talk a lot about the media and how we have a positive interaction with the media, because I think it's that not everybody does what I do and has this one-on-one with the media. A lot of people wouldn't do what we do because they're afraid someone's going to post something and I'm going to say, I don't want to answer that.
Yeah.
That's just not who we are. But a lot of people would be intimidated doing what we're doing, and I'm not intimidated by it. I just think it's important to do. It's part of our transparency. Again, another reason why I did what I did on Saturday, because I wanted to have some transparency. I don't think you can take, again, comments and without hearing from both sides. And again, both facts did come out on either side. So again, doesn't matter. But anyway, I'll be going to talk about a little bit about the media, how we handled a major case here from a smaller department, and the resources we use with the FBI and our DCI. So they asked me to come over and talk, and and so I'm driving over there, and we'll be and driving back tonight because tomorrow we're doing some drug talks at Genio. I mean, I got a great week because I love interacting with people. Shop with the cop, going to go over and talk about how great our department did. And then I get to talk about drugs with the Genio staff, and we're going to do about 8 different talks on Wednesday at Genio Foods, just educating people on drugs and some of the dangers of it, what to look for, how to react to it, how to get help for family members or friends.
How to find it? Sure.
We're going to make how to find it. Yeah.
Just call the sheriff's office. We got a whole bunch. If you need some, just let us know.
Just drop it off. We'll exchange it for a Christmas gift.
Right. Hey, so I want to quick point out, though, just circling back, I forgot I wrote this down regarding the post that you had put up. Wow, I went through, I think at the time, it was yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, maybe like 70 of the comments, and there was way more than that. There was like 99.9% positive comments.
Oh, yeah.
Because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh boy, like getting out my popcorn. I can't wait to see the comments. But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Did you expect that kind of response, or?
Well, yeah, because I believe in what we do. Of course I did, and there's a lot of people. Some people didn't. I see somebody took a shot at me for my spelling. I got my point.
That's right. I misspell words in headlines all the time.
Trust me, it irritated me a little bit just because I think this person.
Sure.
Anyway, it doesn't.
Yeah, I know. It's just whatever.
But so I didn't. I had some people proof it that night. Whatever. We missed a couple things. I'm okay with that. I don't really.
So the shop with the cop is the other thing I wrote down regarding that shop with the cop. And there's photos of that on the Barron County Sheriff's Department Facebook page if you want to go there. But you are going to be putting on Facebook. But no kidding, would you mind actually sending? I may not see it on Facebook. I don't, see everything that is posted.
You don't even need a press release on.
Oh, okay. I would love to see and give recognition to all of those businesses and all of those people and the money that came in to help that stuff out, because that's freaking awesome.
Right.
Like you can't just not smile about that stuff. Like if you look at that and go, whatever, no big deal, then I don't know, dude. I wouldn't want. I mean, that's no way to live life, because that's awesome.
Right.
So please send that, and we'll post that definitely.
Yeah. No, I'll send you the group shots because we had 2. We usually take one big group shot. It's pretty awesome when you put 80 kids in Walmart, but we just have to spread out. We just can't.
Yeah.
We just can't put that many cops and kids in one building. So Farm and Fleet generously jumped in this year. And it's just awesome. So
we should do one of those if you can sometime. Look at it like the security camera or something, and just get all 80 cops and take a picture there. And then we should do like a name this or caption this photo of like 80 cops at Walmart.
Yeah. Well, I think I have a picture of all of our squad cars out front of the Walmart building. We're like, somebody asked it, like, what's going on in here? Because some people don't realize we do it. And again, that frustrates me because I think we're very, we got to get the word out there better and do a better job of getting the word out there. Because if people don't know we're doing it, we've got to do a better job. Yeah. So,
and on that, oh boy, I just had a thought and now it's escaping me.
Me too.
Train of thought is still boarding at the station. Well, I'll put this up because I forgot to bring this up. Kirk Anderson had posted that earlier, remembering Pearl Harbor's 80th anniversary. That's today, right? Yeah, December 7th. Right. So, yeah, obviously take a moment and, in reflection and think about that. 80 years, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
a long time ago.
Yeah, no kidding. Shoot, I just had something, and I think it was something somebody commented on, and now I can't find it, so I don't know. All right. Is there anything else that you wanted to make sure that we talked about that we didn't get a chance to?
I'm just reading some of the comments. I appreciate all the comments. I mean, obviously, most of the people that watch this are love us and don't hate us. So, I mean, I understand it's not all love out there.
Yeah, I know. I remember what it was now. You had mentioned earlier about not a lot of people would want to necessarily do what we do on a weekly basis or just come on. And I do give you a lot of credit for that. Because it is, I don't think a lot of people really actually take a second and go, well, if you're an elected official, and it's not just recorded, there's no editing. It's live. No matter what we say, it's on record forever. We can't just get rid of it. It's live. It's out there everywhere. And so usually when I have a guest on, there's a lot of trepidation. There's some very reserved and don't want to necessarily. Well, no, I mean, just saying, it's harder than you think doing something live, knowing that there's tons of people watching. Like, honestly, looking through comments, the one thing that's always helped me is I don't actually think about it. Like, I can do this show and we can have 50 people, 1 million people watching. It doesn't bother me at all because I don't see them. I mean, I can see comments, but I don't actually see 100 people out in the audience. That stuff freaks me out. But this I don't. But at the same time, you almost get too comfortable, and you start saying something that, you know what, that's right. Other people are watching this.
And they could cut and paste and do a lot of things. And we've been beat up. We both have been beat up because of some of the things we say, and that's why our analogies sometimes get us in trouble. But again, I think if we're true to what we're saying,
sometimes get us in trouble.
I mean, there was no intention by that comment about Dolphins, but it got turned around way too much. Yeah. And so, but again, I think if we believe in who we are in our heart, if we believe in what we do, the job that we do, we have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't worry about that. I don't worry about the 78 people I put on the street. I believe in their training. I believe in the support we have. I believe in all of that.
I feel bad for Adam Jarkow. So he's I don't even know what he's doing right now. I believe now he's actually, because he was going to run for Attorney General, but he didn't really want to be the Attorney General. It was just for other stuff. And now this Jake Curtis dude is not going to run. So it seems like he's now going to. I think he kind of painted himself in the what?
He was in Barron County last night, and I missed him because we were at Shop with the Cop. They had a meeting. Romaine brought Adam here last night. I loved it. Would have loved to come and talk.
Oh, sure.
He's a true law enforcement supporter.
Yeah, he is.
That would be a breath of fresh air from an Attorney General standpoint. Good luck to him. But the point behind that was that we've done a lot of those live shows, politically speaking, with Adam Jarkow and Patty Schachter, which we've now put on sabbatical because we're not going to have him on to do the show if he's running for something. That's not the whole point of the show. So we just kind of put a pin in it. I don't know if we'll ever do it again, but I think we did like 10 episodes. And I think that's going to be something that, his opponents will be going through the fine-tooth comb, everything that he said during those hour-long shows and piecing it all together and using that in campaign ads. So looking forward to that. That'd be awesome. Well, but maybe this is the time where we stand up to that and say, what?
That's
he was just saying what he was believed. And it doesn't always have to be perfect. And maybe maybe Adam wins just on that.
That'd be nice.
Maybe we can beat it. Maybe this is the guy that says, I'm going to beat the political, trademarks or the past things that you can't say that because of whatever. Because, oh my gosh, you can't say that. You're a Republican or you're a Democrat or you're whatever. Maybe Adam beats that, and that's why he wins. I don't know.
I hope so.
I mean,
Amanda, by the way, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah. That made my day or my morning. I'm going to put that back on the screen there, so you can. No, I don't know if you had a chance to read it. That is.
I did. I read it, and I appreciate that because I'm not a very good speller.
No, and I have like Grammarly or something, but it doesn't work in headlines. That's where I get screwed up. Is the headlines? I'm like, it looks right. Look, I've done like Economart, Schmitz's. I mean, SCHMITZ, and I've misspelled that like every week. It's like an ongoing joke now. I just keep misspelling it in the headlines, but it is what it is. Hey, let's give away some. Let's give away some tickets.
Let's do it. I got my number generator ready.
All right, somebody needs. How many do we have?
I'm looking. I should be able to pull it up today. I figured out a new way. I think I got a new system.
Yep. So while he's doing that, so how it will work is whoever the winner is going to be.
I have 89 comments right now. So.
Okay. So he'll run his little randomizer, and then he'll count.
And then we'll generate. Oh. Well, that's not going to be very hard.
This is going to be not at all. So
I got to go up to the top.
Is that I have because this I'm not actually Facebook isn't up. I use a different program.
I think this guy won last time and gave him back to us, Larry Olson. He's number 2.
Larry, maybe he'll keep him this time.
Maybe he will.
yeah, I think he was, and he gave him to somebody else.
And that's how that lady won, right? Or is that
No,
the
that
first
was a
time?
different dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was
So,
she
yeah,
won
hold on a
fair and
second.
square.
So we'll see what he wants to do. With Larry. Hopefully, he's still watching.
Yeah. Well, he just said Merry Christmas to all. If it's the same one, I can't see.
Well,
'Cause
we're
if
gonna give him a
our
couple minutes
comment
because
that
there's like
was
a 20-second or 15 or
right.
10-second delay or something. So
Then
we'll
I'm gonna
hold
have to pick a
off.
new number.
No, we're not gonna pick.
Yeah.
We'll just go down to the next one. I think is what we did last time.
Oh, okay.
So that'd be third. So that person will get her his or her hopes up. That'd be Katie Holmstrom. That's who I have.
Yeah, that's who I have too.
All right. Well, we'll see what Larry. Do you want the?
Yep, that's me.
Yep.
Maybe he wants them.
Oh, perfect. He gave away the last ones. So Larry, let us know if you want those. I will send when the show is finished. I will send you a code. Just go to miracle@bigrock.com to put that in, and you get your for your 4 tickets. But we'll wait.
We'll get Larry. I think we should send Larry a Dryden Wire shirt then at least.
Oh shoot, that's right. I forgot to get back to Barron. Yeah,
Well,
as soon as we have those.
yeah, we'll get Larry. You'll get a free shirt. Just 'cause
You're going to
Larry,
be out of
he always
office
watches.
by the time I get these shirts finished.
I thought you'd be doing better with Barb. But
No, she sent a couple examples. So
it's not Barb. Don't get me wrong. It's
it's totally
dude,
not
Larry's
Barb.
gonna take them.
Oh, good
Larry's
for you,
going.
Larry.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
good. Yeah, and wow, isn't that just incredible though? Last time he wins them, gives them away, and
Now
now
he's gonna take. Them. He's gonna
believe
have a
what you want.
party
I don't care.
at
Maybe you
Ben
believe in
Dryden.
karma. Fine, whatever you want. But that's awesome that he now wins.
Yeah.
The second time. So I will send that to
Perfect.
you, Larry, as soon as we're finished with the show. That's it. All right, Fitzy.
I don't
What?
got much. What do you got? I got Warrior hockey this week.
Nice.
Tonight. I'm not going to my kid's game. Probably one of the first games I'll be missing because I'll be in northern Minnesota. But half retirement, 321. That's a good point. Jeff Nelson, been with our department 26 and a half years. He's retiring on Friday. So one of our detectives, he was one of our lead detectives in the Jamie Kloss case. Been one of our lead detectives for a while. Jeff's retiring, so congratulations to Jeff and all that he has served the citizens of Barron County for 26 and a half years. So he's been with our department the whole time. So it's going to be a pretty sad day. It's a pretty special day for him. He's pretty happy. I know Lori's enjoying her retirement, so I appreciate that, Lori. Thanks for that reminder. I got the plaque sitting right behind me. So we're all set to go for Jeff's and his retirement. Warrior hockey tonight. My first game I'm going to miss in a while, and then Thursday we're in Eau Claire, take on Memorial Old Abe. So
Right. You're using tax. So just to confirm, you're using taxpayer dollars to go on a trip to Minnesota this weekend.
No, not this weekend.
No, I'm sorry.
Just
Today.
today.
Sorry. Yep. Today.
Yeah. No, they're
So
funding
suck it,
everything.
taxpayers.
No, they fund it. There's no cost today. So
okay.
my time, I can't get billed for my time. I don't charge for my time. I don't get any speaking money. We don't get anything like that.
You should work for Dryden Wire because that's pretty much our business model. We just give everything away for free.
I get from Dryden Wire. Yeah, I get the same amount.
Right. Exactly.
So sometimes I'm just sleeping on my cash.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dryden Wire paycheck came again. Oh.
I should start sending you like at least thank you notes every once in a while because words matter and little things make a big difference.
Oh, you're right, Ben. You picked Alabama. Are you happy?
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. Yes. All right, cool.
All right. What are you doing? Anything going on?
I think the governor is going to be in. I think he's going to be in Spooner today.
Really?
Yeah, I got a call last night from someone, and I took some notes, but I was tired, so I didn't really take very good notes. I think he's going to be giving something. It's this afternoon. I think maybe at the Civics. I can't remember. He's giving some grants. I think like the Lumberjacks. I think
hockey team.
I think something. So that's why I looked at my notes this morning. That doesn't make sense. Like the Lumberjacks got a grant, but I think maybe I don't know. And then also, I believe that like the Shell Lake Art Center may have gotten something, and something in Birchwood. I don't know. Again, very poor notes I took last night when somebody called. But if it's this afternoon, so I figured I'm gonna maybe try to sneak down and grab a few pictures and ask him, dude, what's up? How come you're not coming on the show?
That's right. Haven't you heard of Dryden Wire?
Yeah, come on. And I even
Words
said you
matter.
can come on for a Positive Tuesday show because Fitzy's a Democrat. He's one of your guys. And I got
I'm
nothing.
everybody's guy, man. I'm everybody's
I know.
guy.
So that's the only reason I'm going down and be like, dude, come on. What's up?
Hey, is the Spooner School open yet?
No.
Your kid's still at home.
Actually, they're at home right now. Georgia's at work, so they're probably, I have no idea if they actually have their computers up doing schoolwork. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure they are. They're very responsible young kids. But no, they're still at home. And it's ridiculous. I mean, it's nobody's fault. It's not like Spooner's fault or anything.
No,
it's just, it is what it is. We want to be safe before we send our kids back. Just come on.
You got to make sure it's safe. So.
Yeah, because I've noticed, like being at home watching them, it's like dead quiet. Like there's no interaction really. This remote learning, that's for the birds, man. Because they're listening and they're writing and this, but there's no interaction. So far, I haven't really heard a lot. Every once in a while, there's a little bit. I'll hear one of the kids say something, but like the house is eerily quiet, and they just have headphones on. And at the end of the day, they just have so much energy because try to like at lunchtime have them run around the block a few times, just to burn off something. But
recess. We're having recess.
Yeah, like no kidding. There's
I had today shovel the driveway.
That's probably what they're doing. They're watching Dryden Wildlife.
Sure.
All right, cool, man.
All right.
Hey,
Stay
real quick,
warm.
are we off? I may have once again screwed up my scheduling. Are we off next Tuesday? We take one Tuesday off, and it shouldn't be next Tuesday, but my mom said yesterday that she believes it is because you had to be somewhere to do something.
No, it's only if you needed Dryden. Well, it was this week, and we fixed this week. Are we doing? Is she doing Diane's Kitchen?
Yeah, her last episode. I think she's doing it with Brian Cole. Yeah, I think this Friday. She said this Friday we're going to be recording, right, for Tuesday, and I'm like, yeah.
I don't think we're on next Tuesday, but if you need
good, no, that's perfect.
Okay,
that's perfect. So we will be off next Tuesday. So we'll see you in 2 weeks, and that'll be Christmas week.
That will be.
So
I think we'll have some stuff to be positive about.
Yeah, and we'll be giving away our last family pack of 4 tickets for Miracle at Big Rock.
All right, go make a difference.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it as always.
Yep, no problem.
You've been watching Positive Tuesday with Ben and Fitzy, presented by ICAA. ICAA is your local social service organization that works together with individuals, families, and the community to create and support local solutions for local needs. For a full list of services, find them on Facebook or check them out on their website at indianheadcaa.org. For Barron County Sheriff Chris Fitzgerald, I'm Ben Dryden saying thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone, for commenting. We'll see you in 2 weeks, Christmas week, which will be our last giveaway for our family pack of 4 tickets to the Miracle at Big Rock. So until then, stay safe, stay positive, and as always, have a blessed day. Hold on, there's a question there. What was it? When is Brian on? Yeah, so Lori, we are recording that this Friday because Mom's show's recorded, not live. She's a wuss, doesn't want to do them live. Just kidding.
She's scared.
So we're recording it Friday. So next Tuesday, a week from today, is when we will air it at 8:30. That's it. All right, man.
All right.
Thanks so much.